Vanakkam. Welcome back to our course on SAP Materials Management. In this session, we are going to discuss about bill of materials. You may think why purchasing or material management should think about bill of materials. It is job of production planning team. Yes, bill of materials is job of production planning team. But when materials are given for subcontracting, right? Because we are going to give one material or multiple materials, and we will get back one parent material, right? In that case, there should be a bill of material created and that should be maintained properly. So that one, the procurement of the materials for with the subcontracting will be handled by the purchasing team. So there should be a good knowledge of bill of material for purchasing team and also the MM consultants. That is why we brought this bill of materials discussion into this course. In this session, we'll be discussing fundamentals of bill of materials, how to manage the bill of materials, and what are the different reports in bill of material. Before going into this session, let us see the answers for the previous session quiz. What is the purpose of valuation class? Valuation class assigns a material to the general ledger accounts. These general ledger accounts are updated when material movements relevant to the accounting occur. This means if you have a material, for example, raw material movement, where it should go and sit the general ledger, where the accounting has to happen. If there is a finished goods, where the accounting has to happen. This kind of general ledger account is linked through this valuation class. And the valuation class is assigned to the material type. So each material type will be assigned with a valuation class. So when we are creating material master, we are assigning the material type so that the material is linked through material type is linked through the valuation class. So when you're entering material in accounting one view, you will go and select the valuation class assigned to the material type only. You cannot select other valuation class. What are the two generally used price control methods? S and V. S is standard price, V is a moving average price. How to avoid running costing for a metal? Because sometimes we don't want to run costing for some metal, means by selecting the do not cost option, we can avoid costing for that material. How to run costing for lot size 100? It may be 100 or 1000 anything, because it's not that we have to run costing always for one material, one quantity. Sometimes we have to run for 100 or 1000 or something. So by filling the costing lot size 100 in the costing one view, or what is the quantity we need, we can run the costing for that particular quantity what we enter there. So after completing a detailed discussion on various parameter in Metal Master, now we are entering into bill of materials discussion. What is bill of material? Bill of material is a complete, formally structured, please note it is complete, formally structured list of components that make up a product or assembly. The list has like item numbers 10, 20, 30, 40 like that for each component, what is to be used to produce a product, and what is the quantity that will be used to produce a product, and what is the unit of measure for those items which are used in the product. Here we are given illustration to produce one piece of finished product. A bill of material is defined here like that. There is one sub-assembly required one piece. There is sub-assembly 2, one piece is required. And then we have component 1, 4 grams is required. Component 2, 8 pieces are required. This is like a sample BOM. So here we see item number, material code, what is the quantity, what is the unit of measurement. So bill of materials, there may be single level bill of material or there may be multi-level bill of materials. Single level bill of material represents the relationship between one header material and its immediate next level materials to produce a product. Here we see an example. To produce a finished product, we need to have one sub-assembly, sub-assembly 2, then we have component 1, component 2. So these are immediate next level BOM. This is called a single bill of material, single level bill of material. Also we have multi-level bill of materials. Continuing from the same example, we have the finished product. To produce the finished product, we need to have sub-assembly 1, sub-assembly 2, component 1, component 2. At the same time, to produce the sub-assembly, we need to have component 3 and component 4. To produce sub-assembly 2, we need to have component 5 and component 6. So this is called multi-level. We saw that for finished product there is one level, and then for sub-assembly there is next level, another sub-assembly, another level. If you are producing the component 3 from raw material, then there will be another bill of material. So these are called the multi-level BOMs. So we have single level BOMs, multi-level bill of materials. So there are different categories of bill of materials. What are the categories of bill of materials? We have production BOM. These are the bill of material which are used for production purpose. There is a bill of material for sales, which is called sales order BOM. Then there is a design BOM or engineering BOM, or maybe sometimes it is called a super BOM also. And then we have the equipment BOM. And then we have costing BOM, to work out the cost of the product. And then we have work breakdown structure. In project schedulings, we need to have work breakdown structure for project related activities. So there are different kind of categories are there. In this course, we will be focusing on the production BOM, which is related to production planning. Other bill of materials you can explore depending on the area which you are working. When you create the bill of material, we need to have some basic questions before we work on the bill of materials. First, we need to check whether the material master is existing for the header and the child materials, and whether the material type is allowed to create BOM. For example, there are some consumables. Probably there may not be BOM, or stationary items, there may not be BOM. But for the finished goods or semi-finished goods, we need to create the BOM. So you have to check what is the material type, whether it is allowed. Because when you create bill of material, sometimes we face the error. To understand the errors, these are the points we need to ask ourselves to find out the solution. And then what is the usage of BOM? Whether it is for production, for costing, for sales, and what is the effective date from when this is effective. We may create the bill of material, but is it effective from 1st June or 1st July, 1st August? What is the date? Also for the product, do you have any alternate bill of material? To produce one product, we may have 2-3 bill of materials also. So if that is the case, what are the alternate BOMs you have? That also we should know. And then, should we manage them through engineering change management? Engineering change management, if there is any change in the design of the product, as per requirement from customer or as per the product features change, if you are changing something, do we need to manage them through engineering change management, which is monitoring the changes done in the bill of material, that is engineering change management. Also, should you know what is the status of the bill of material? So what is the current status now? Whether it is used for the production, it is released, those things we need to understand. That is the status of the bill of material. So these things we should know before we are working on any bill of material. Also, when we face any problem in bill of materials, we should ask these questions ourselves to find out the solution. To create bill of materials, we can use the menu path shown here, or simply we can use the transaction code CS01 is the transaction code. Once we go into this page, enter the material code and the plant. Right? Once we enter these things, then we can go into this page, the system. After entering the material and plant, let us enter what is the BOM usage. Why you need to enter BOM usage? BOM can be created for different purposes and for different areas. What purpose are we creating this BOM? That we need to highlight. For that, this field BOM usage is used. For example, if you are creating the BOM for production purpose, use the usage 1. If it is for engineering or design purpose, usage 2. If it is for universal purpose, usage 3. If it is created only for costing purpose, put the value as 6. So these are the different usages which are there. You can explore further possibilities in the system. Also, to produce one product, we may have more than one bill of material also. If you have more than one bill of material, system is allowing us to create alternative BOMs. Because the manufacturing methods for one machine, there may be one kind of bill of material. If you produce the same product in another machine, there may be another bill of material may be required. So when you need to have a different bill of material for same finished product, we can use this field alternate BOM. And also we can enter what is the valid date of this bill of material, from which date it is valid. If we keep this field empty, system will take the BOM creation date as the valid date. Some bill of materials probably may be applicable from next month or after 2 months, but you want to create and keep it. Or some bill of materials may be already used in the system. We want to apply these in the past details also. So which is the date you have to enter here. If we keep it empty, system will take the what is the BOM creation date, the current date as the valid from date. Now we are in the BOM creation page where we need to start to enter the details. Before proceeding to create the bill of material, let us check some details in the header page. For this, use the header icon and press it. System will take us to the header page. In the header page, we see the details like this. Starts with the alternate BOM. We discussed during when we are creating alternate BOM, we did not give any value, but here system is showing 1 because this is the first bill of material. If we enter alternate 2 there, it would have shown 2 here. For a product, we can create up to 99 alternate bill of materials. 99, right? And then you are having this valid from date, what we entered in the header, it is appearing here. And also in engineering change management, there may be a change number which will be applied. According to that, the changes will be recorded. So what is the change number, from which date is valid, that also we can capture in this field here. To understand engineering change management, that is a different topic we need to discuss, but now we will proceed with the further discussions. Then here we confirm what is the header quantity, because sometimes we may create a bill of material to produce one quantity of the product. Sometimes the bill of material need to be created to produce 100 pieces or 100 kgs, 1000 liters, right? So the header product unit of measurement for how much quantity we are creating the bill of material, that has to be carefully considered here, because sometimes the component going into the bill of material may be very small fraction of quantities. Those things we may not be able to enter when we enter the base quantity as 1. We may need to give the quantity as 10 or 100 or 1000 like that. We would have discussed this point in the costing BOM also, right? In the costing view in Metal Master, we saw the lot size. Similarly, for BOM creation also, we can use this lot size. Normally, here we use the quantity base quantity as 1, which means we are going to create bill of material to produce one number of finished product. Then we have to check the status of the bill of material. This is very important, because when we create the bill of material, we can use the bill of material with the different stages. For example, a bill of material may be used only for MRP purpose. Some bill of material used for planned order creation. Some bill of materials are related to work scheduling. Some bill of material related to costing activities. If these fields are not activated, that particular function may not happen. For example, here we see the status 1, where the MRP explosion, planned order, relevant to costing, relevant to work scheduling, all are applicable, which means this BOM is fully ready. But if you see in this same table in the status 2, there is nothing. So if you put status 2, this bill of material will not be used for any planning or any production purpose. Also when you use 3, it is used only for MRP and planning purpose and not for costing purpose. So whenever you have any problem that the BOM is not exploded or costing is not working, one of the important point you need to check is the BOM status. And then there is a field called the deletion indicator. This is very important. Deletion indicator is showing that the BOM header or the BOM item has been deleted with respect to the change number. Now, there is a change number. If you want to delete it, then that indicator can be given there. This indicator is valid that whenever you have the change number validity, when it is changed, when there is we don't want that BOM to be in system, at the time you can use deletion indicator. There is a deletion flag. Deletion flag is indicating this BOM will be archived during the next archiving run, and if necessary it will be removed from the database itself. That is the purpose of deleting the bill of material using these fields. Be careful whenever there is a problem. Maybe you will see there will be BOM, but you are not able to use them. You have to check all this, like a BOM status, any deletion indicator, all these things you have to check to resolve any issue. And then now let us click on this item icon, what is highlighted here. Now double click on or single click on this item icon. System will take us to the next page, which is called BOM item page, item overview. Now here we are in the tab of material tab, right? We are seeing the metal tab here. Now in this 10 operation 0010, if you double click, system will take us to the detailed page, right? 0010 double click, system will take us to the page. In this page we see 4 tabs: basic data, status long text, administration, and document assignment. Here in this basic data we are seeing many details. For example, you are seeing item category. What is this item category? When you create a BOM, the components we are giving into the BOM may be in different categories of items. For example, it may be a stock item, which is a metal which is used for production, or it may be some documents we need to refer, or it may be some tools, or it may be the size of the product may be varying, right? I mean, the dimensions of products may be varying. Like this, there may be different item categories will be there. Which is the product, and it has to consume from stock, or it has to only for reference. For those things, you have to select the right category. Whenever we create a production BOM where we want to consume the material for production from the stock, normally we use this item category as L. For other usages, you need to practice and check how they are working. Here we are not covering that. We will be using the item category L for our course purpose. And then we are having these 2 scrap percentage fields. One is the operation scrap percentage, another is a component scrap percentage. Operation scrap percentage is what is the scrap expected in one operation for the quantity of the component to be produced, and for the operation how much scrap will be generated. This entry what we are doing, this will be overwriting the assembly scrap we entered in the metal master, right? Metal master would have entered the assembly component percentage, right? Scrap percentage. Now if you enter in bill of metal, that will be taken as the more priority. Also system will create additional materials considering this operation percentage. Then the component percentage, it is the percentage of scrap that occurs during production of the metal if the metal is a component. Operation scrap is that how much that we have to process it in addition as a quantity, and then component percentage is which component we are using, how much it may happen as scrap. For example, you are using some nut and bolt to fix one machine. During fixing the nut and bolt, there may be some 1 or 2 nut bolt may be damaged as per the process itself. So maybe it is 1% or 2% that we have to enter. If you have to enter this, why you are entering this? Because during planning purpose, if you produce one machine where we need 50 nut and bolt, without considering scrap, if you plan, system will plan only that 50 or 100. If you put this scrap, system will plan the additional quantity also. So to take care of the proper planning, considering these scraps which are coming from the operation or from the component scrap, we need to use these percentages. And whatever the value maintained here, they are superseding the value what we maintain in the bill of materials. Please take note. Which means in Metal Master, you can have one assembly scrap and component scrap, which is applicable to all the BOMs. But in specific BOM, you want to change the scrap, then you can use it. Because one machine may produce more scrap, another machine may produce less scrap. Then why should we apply the same scrap, right? We can use the different scrap percentages to accommodate those kind of changes. And then there is a field called fixed quantity. This fixed quantity is used to fix what is the quantity we are going to use in the bill of material. For example, there are some materials, right? When you use the material, it may not be varying based on the number of product what you are producing. For example, if you are using a tool for this product, if the header item is 100, you don't need 100 tools to produce this product. You need only one tool. So in BOM, you put this one and put this fixed quantity. Even if you put 100 or 200 for the particular BOM for one order, if it is fixed quantity, system will take that one only. It will not vary based on the header quantity. If you want to fix which is not getting affected by the header quantity, use this field fixed quantity. Now, as we said, we are in the first tab, that basic data, but we want to see some more details. Let us go to the status long text tab. The status long text tab, we are seeing various details. One is the production store location. This production store location is the issue location from which the component has to be consumed during the backflush. For that we can use it. Again, in the bill of material, in the metal master, we would have given this production store location, but now this can be overwritten in this bill of material because a specific product may be used on specific location. At that time, you can change it here also. Right? This is one. Next is the production supply area. Production supply area serves as a place for interim storage on the shop floor to make metal directly available for production purpose. So this is used in Kanban processing. When we implement Kanban process, this field will be used. And then there is a relevancy to costing. When we are having the BOM which has to be applied for the costing purpose, you can use this field. For example, you have 10 items in the BOM, only 8 items are to be considered for costing purpose. 2 items don't need to be considered for costing purpose, means then the cost material you can exclude by removing this X mark from this indication. So you can include or exclude the material using this field in the costing of specific component. And then you have the tab called administrator. Here, after saving this bill of material, we can see the details of who created, when it was changed with the dates. And then there is a document assignment. If you want to attach any specific document as part of the bill of material, you can attach this. Creation documents will be done through document management system that we will be discussing later, not now. But you just know that we can attach the document for any BOM. After putting all these details, save the BOM. BOM is created, right? That's how we create the bill of material. So we start our discussion with what is the level code in bill of material. We see the level codes in bill of materials. So here we can see the any product when it starts, we start with the level 0, right? And then the next level BOM is called as level 1 BOM. For example, to produce this finished product, we need one sub-assembly, another sub-assembly, component 1, component 2. These are the level 1 components required to produce this finished product. And then from level 1 to produce this sub-assembly 1, we need component 3 and component 4. So this is called the level 2 BOM, the level 1 metal with level 2 components. And then the component 3 requires raw material this 1 to produce component 3, which means this is the level 2 material. Component 3, to produce that we need to have level 3 of raw material. So there are levels which are defined. Now if you are seeing the bill of material for sub-assembly starting from here, then this is become a level 0 for that, and then level 1 here and level 2 here, like this it will go on. So we need to understand these levels when we do analysis of the bill of materials. Also when we see the reports, we should be able to see the reports clearly if you understand these levels also clearly, right? Now how to see the reports? The reports can be seen level by level, mean one level by another level, or by seeing multi levels of materials, or we can see summarized view also. The bill of materials can be analyzed in different aspects. So what is level by level BOM? Let us understand with the same example, the same illustration. We'll see how the level by level BOM is seen. For example, to produce this finished product, we need the first level BOM, no? Sub-assembly 1, sub-assembly 2, component 1, component 2. This is one level. And then we want to see the bill of material for sub-assembly 1 and sub-assembly 2. This is called the next level. That is the next level. This is what level by level. We are seeing now level 2 BOM. And then to produce this component 3 and component 6 in other BOMs, this is the next level. So here we are seeing the bill of material step by step, right? Producing the first level, what are the components required, and then the next level, each one, what are the things we required. Like this we go level by level. So this will give you a hierarchical structure of the bill of material, and it will be required when we do some analysis of how the BOM components are there, how the critical points are there, how critical work centers, which metal is critical to see them. This kind of level by level approach will be useful. How to see this in SAP? In SAP, we can see level by level BOM using the transaction code called CS11. After entering this transaction, here we will enter the material, the plant, and the BOM application as PP01. So there are different applications for BOM. So here we are seeing for the production planning purpose. So we will enter PP01 production general and then execute the transaction. We get the output here. So here we can see, say first for this product level 0 product, all level 1 are here appearing in the first level. And then this first level material, this is having its second level BOM. See here, this is having all these next level. After that, the second material, right? So what is the second material? We are having this empty is the purchase item, so it is not appearing. Then we have this next level CP105, then we have CP103. So these are the first level which is completed. And then to produce is inline helical gearbox. This is what the BOM is here, right? And then to produce this inline helical gearbox, we have this output and also the input. Now we are seeing the BOM for input next level, then output as the next level. So level by level, right? First we saw the finished product, then the next level we are seeing it, and then from here we are seeing next level further levels. This is what the level by level BOM. Okay. And then multi-level BOM. What is a multi-level BOM? In level by level, we saw the BOM after each level. First level 1, for that to produce what are the components required. From there we saw for each item what is the next level to be produced. In the multi-level, we start with the product and will go until the complete end of the bill of material. That is all multi-level. Full level we see here. For example, to produce this finished product, we need sub-assembly 1. To produce this sub-assembly 1, we need component 3 and component 4. To produce component 3, raw material 1. So this is the first, all the multi-levels of the product will be summarized first. And then next is the sub-assembly 2. All the levels of the BOM of the sub-assembly 2 will be appearing. And then all the components will appear. This is called the multi-level, which means it will go to the last stage, up to the last stage. How to see this in SAP? Here we are seeing transaction code CS12, and here we enter the metal code, plant, the BOM application, then execute it. See, now we can see the bill of material. The first, it is taking this level 0, then level 1, 2, 3, then for 3 there are some metal, then 4, like this completing all. And then it is going for the next, the second level BOMs, the third level is going. Similarly, taking the next second level is saying third level. So to understand this, the level of the BOM, no, that 1, 2, 3, this is what we told. We have to understand what is the level. When you see this level, reading the bill of material will be easy. So level by level BOM is used to some purposes, and multi-level BOM is used for some other purposes. For example, we want to find out what is the root cause for the bill of material quantity is wrong, something like that. We can use this multi-level BOM. So we can take a one branch and see until the end of this BOM what is happening, how the metals are carried over from one level to another level. And then there is another requirement that I don't want to see all the levels and all. I want to see finally what is the materials which are required to produce this product as a summarized view. That is what I need. That also SAP is given the option. Summarized view means what will happen? In this example, summarized BOM will show the BOM of the finished product. If you take, it will show all these components, raw materials. I mean, these are the last stage of the BOM, last level of BOM. After these materials, there is no further BOM. That is up to that level is showing, that is called summarized BOM. Right. So this will be required some cases that what are the metals we need to purchase, how much total we need to purchase to have a broad purchase activities, and also ultimately which kind of components we have to procure from outside. For those purposes, summarized BOM will be helpful. How to see the summarized BOM? In SAP by using transaction CS13, this will be shown. For example, with this enter the material, plant, BOM application. Now we are see all the components until the end of this product. No, here we don't see the levels. We don't see level 0, level 1, level 2, these things we don't see. Final the component list with what is the quantity required. That is what is appearing here. This is the summarized BOM. And then when you are doing this production planning or any purchasing, normally when there is a component, this component is used in which kind of products, we may need to know it. For example, there may be a component, suddenly there may be stock out, or there may be excess stock, or there may be obsolescence, there may be delay of this product. Other case, we want to understand which are all the products which are going to get affected because of this component. At that time, we will use this report called where used list. Here the transaction CS15 is used. By entering this transaction, then put these materials and then click the next stage. To go to the next stage, click the button what is shown here. Then we go here to see what is the required quantity. For example, with this component 1, what is the entered component, with this one number of this component, what are the products we can produce, how much quantity we can produce, that we can see. So enter this required quantity 7, execute the report. When execute it, we are seeing the result here. So this component CP013 is used in this SGNC training component output here, OP1001. it is one piece is required to produce one product. Required quantity, resulting quantity is also 1. We can see both the results here. So you are seeing here how much quantity is used. Using this, how much you are producing the product what you are searching. That also we can see. This is very useful in analyzing any issues with respect to procurement, any quantity exceptions. For those kind of things, this will be much helpful. Also, if there is sudden increase in price of one particular component, so what is the impact of the price of this component various products, we can use this report. And then normally when I have the bill of materials, some products may have similar bill of materials. At that time we may have some confusion, or we want to understand what exactly the difference between these bill of materials. That also we can see through SAP what is the difference between this BOM, or we can compare them. When you have this comparison of BOM, you are using a transaction called CS14. Another CS14, enter the material codes like this. These are all the materials we are having. These materials we are using here. And now also here enter what is the application and what is the date of this BOM comparison, that also will enter it, and other details wherever it is required. Now we are having various options to see this multi-level BOM. We can see a single level comparison and multi-level comparison. Also we can see summarized comparison and differentiated comparison. After entering these details, then we execute this transaction, we getting the result like this. So it is showing all the components in both these materials, and is showing here in this product these are the components required, and in this product these are the components required. Also system is highlighting what is the difference between these things using these signals. Please observe these signals. System is giving this signal. This signal is showing that what are all the materials which are having exactly same in both BOM, that we can see. Also we can see which are all the materials which are available in only one BOM, or the material is available in both the BOM but there is a quantity difference. Like this we can see the comparison. So this is giving very clear idea the comparison of BOM. So this is very useful for the design people, for production planning people, even the production execution people. When they want to compare some BOM, we can see these comparisons. Also sometimes we want to propose some alternate product to another customer. So what is the kind of components which may need, those kind of analysis we can do with this report. So in the session we discussed the fundamentals of bill of material, like what is the bill of material, definition of bill of material, what is single level bill of material, what is multi-level BOM, how BOM is integrated with other functions, and then we went to the management of BOM, like creation of BOM, what are the important parameters when you are creating BOM, and then what are the different reports, like based on the concepts of the level of materials, and how to find out the component where it is used. All those reports we discuss in this session. So let us see some quiz questions for this session. What are the prerequisites to create a bill of material for one material? A multi-level BOM can be created in one step, true or false. One material is having more than one bill of material. How can it be managed? Because sometimes it is possible, no? So how should we manage it? What is the T code to view level by level bill of material? Can we maintain bill of material of a material with base quantity more than one? What is the T code to view multi-level bill of material? What is the importance of BOM status? Hope you remember we maintain BOM status. What is the importance of this? What is the T code to view summarized bill of material? What are the different item categories used in bill of material? Different item categories. Give at least 4. What is the T code to compare two different BOMs? What is the T code to find out where a material is used? The next session we will discuss about production version, which is mandatory in S/4HANA. Meanwhile, please ensure you practice bill of material for the case study materials, and please give your feedback to improve flow and contents of our course in the comments section. Also, please suggest your friends and colleagues to subscribe to our channel so they also get the benefit of this knowledge sharing. Thank you. See you in the next session. Take care. Bye.